But Zeus and Hera wept, 'cause their son could never come home.
What's the rest?
I don't know the rest.
That's
Watch him grow up from afar. But Hades' horrid plan. I don't know. Do you know the words? I don't know the rest.
The
Gospel true.
Welcome back to Graveyard Guys Podcast, everybody. I am Mikey, your favorite host, and with me, as always, is Wes. Say hi, Wesley.
Hi, Wesley.
Hello, Gravy Babies. We're here with the
babies.
episode 3 of season 2, where we're covering the letter Niet, or N. Right?
Enya.
Okay, Enya.
Enya.
Who can say? This is a very musical episode. Who can say where the... Anyways, so... Welcome back. We hope everybody's doing well. We are running an experiment where we're trying out our new microphones, but we also have the old microphone just in case it doesn't work because we've learned our lesson with trying new things and not having a backup plan.
Trying new things.
Wesley, how are you?
I'm good. I'm delicious. How are you? Am I? I don't know why I did that. I'm
He
good.
also almost bit me earlier.
I did. I was like, I really want to bite you right now. You ever just look at someone and you're like, I really want to bite you. I really want to bite you.
No.
Okay.
But at any rate, we are here. We are semi-queer.
Yeah.
And
some more than others.
We've been pretty musical from the beginning. As soon as we encountered each other, I came out of my car or truck singing very beautifully. Golden.
Oh.
Not golden. What it sounds like by the K-pop Demon Hunters. But anyways, we hope everybody has had a wonderful October.
Oh, a wonderful
And we're
October, bitch.
We're here in November. It's time for Thanksgiving. Are you ready for Thanksgiving?
Why do you sound like you're on Sesame Street? Are you ready for Thanksgiving?
Is it giving thanks?
It's giving thanks. Ow.
Anyways, so if you're in the Austin area, I have my new favorite shirt. It's from my tattoo artist. His name is Alex Assad. You can find him at Assad Tattoo on Instagram. And follow him. He likes jiu-jitsu and stuff, and he's a really good tattoo artist. I actually had a session with him today because we're going to talk about my new piece, and it's going to be real big.
You're getting a new tattoo?
Mm-hmm. Next month is when we start.
Are we getting matching tattoos?
No.
Would you? Oh, okay.
I already said we can get Graveyard Guys tattoos, but I don't know what the design is going to be. What is that?
I don't know. I'm just.
Is that frottage?
No, that's not. No, that's like I'm like a little shy girl, you know. Like,
Oh yeah, you always do that stupid.
yeah.
Anyways, so the letter N.
In.
I forgot. Does Texas go first or the other state?
Texas goes first.
Okay, I always ask you.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you in between Austin and San Antonio.
In between?
No.
Okay.
In between Austin and San Antonio.
Okay.
When you're driving down 35, do you ever feel like you're being watched? That maybe the air there is just a little thicker? That maybe there's a porthole there where the streets
Why are you
named
talking
things
like that? You're like, hold on. What the fuck was that? Keep going. Air's thick.
If this episode
Yeah.
is terrible, it's your fault.
I know it is. Everything's my fault. Thanks, Mom.
Anyways, so I'm not even gonna do the intro. New Braunfels, everybody.
Oh, that's what you were doing. Honestly, I didn't know where you were going with that. I was like, huh? She's thick. She's
New Braunfels, and if you're around New Braunfels, there is a stretch of road called the Devil's Backbone. And it's a windy road, and people think it's called the Devil's Backbone because kind of like there's other roads that have this reputation, but being so twisty and turny, people like to be daredevils and like use their motorcycles and like go up through there. But It's a road, and there's been many deaths on it because it is so twisty and turny. There's an urban legend that Tim McGraw's daughter died on it, but she actually died on a street close to it, but not on the Devil's Backbone. The Devil's Backbone expands from Blanco, I believe, to... I forgot what other city, but New Braunfels is like in the middle of it. And I remember because I've been to New Braunfels, obviously, but there's other cities around called like Wimberley. And when I drive to Wimberley, you kind of cross over Devil's Backbone, and I remember there's a road there called Purgatory Road, and I was like, that's kind of weird.
Purgatory.
So there's a lot of synastry going on over there. But the thing about the Devil's Backbone is there's actually a beer, Devil's Backbone Tavern, I believe, a local beer, kind of like how we did Crazy Water from Mineral Wells.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
In this area, there's a Devil's Backbone beer brewery, and Devil's Backbone Tavern is where the actual storefront is, and they talk about being built on Indian burial ground, as everything is, and how they've experienced ghosts and yada yada yada. They did say that a lot of times, and this is the first time I've read this, but apparently a ghost is when you die a horrible death, you become a ghost. Have you heard that before?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I mean, I guess like the whole unfinished business thing was a common conception, but I always just thought ghosts were just like dead people. But I didn't realize you had to have like died terribly.
Yeah, I mean, there's like different theories on what a ghost exactly is. You know, like there's the blueprint theory. Have you heard of that one? Mm-hmm. It's where a ghost is just like a stamp of a human soul living their life like they used to in the past. So sometimes they're like, oh, they're like cooking in the kitchen, or they're sewing, or they're like taking their usual path to school or to work. So they think that it's just like their residual energy, just like doing their everyday tasks, you know?
Well, that makes sense. Kind of like how have you heard of that walls absorb sound? So sometimes it will release the sound it's absorbed, and that's why people hear things sometimes. I don't know if it's true or not.
Witchcraft, that's what it is.
Yes, it's all witchcraft. But to drive the Devil's Backbone at dusk To drive the Devil's Backbone as dust settles is to feel the transformation in your bones. The route is roughly 51 miles of state highway and farm to market roads that unspools between the towns of Blanco and Wimberley. It's known as one of the most scenic and beautiful places in Texas, and it's also known as one of the most haunted roads in Texas. I don't know about the country, but in Texas in general. So apparently it's in a loop. It's a loop. I didn't know that. I thought it was just like a stretch of land. But called one of the most haunted places in America, it's a supernatural thoroughfare for the spectral remnants of its own violent history. Sorry, am I boring you?
Oh, no, I'm just,
The loop itself is a physical transformation of this purgatorial state. It begins and ends in the same place as a circle with no true exit. To travel it is to engage in a ritual of return, much like the spirits said to be trapped here. There's a pioneer woman, forever roaming the ridge in search of a husband who never came home. There is a mother clutching a spectral child and calling for a father lost to some brutal frontier. And they are caught in a loop of grief and memory. But that's not all that's there. The Backbone's reputation for tragedy did not end with the 19th century because, as we know, there was a lot of natives that were killed there and a lot of bad stuff happens, and it was built on a native burial ground. So other than that, there are a lot of tragedies that take place in the modern era. This twisty stretch of highway has been the scene of numerous fatal car accidents. The winding curves and steep elevations that make the drive scenic also make it dangerous. In recent years, a horrific collision on FM 32, particularly near its intersections, has led some locals to dub it the highway to heaven. What if it's a bad person that dies there?
I don't know. Whenever you're talking about like the windy road, dangerous, it reminds me of I Know What You Did Last Summer, when they're on like the, what do they call it? Like the Devil's
Dead
Road.
Man's
Dead Man's
Curve.
Road. Dead.
I think.
Dead. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, because it's like killing people and shit.
Over the decades of retellings, a distinct cast of spectral inhabitants have emerged from the folklore. Their legends passed down by locals, chronicled by writers, and broadcast to a national audience. The most prominent of these figures is Bert M. Wall, a fifth-generation Texan and historian who spent 35 years living on the Backbone, gathering and documenting its supernatural occurrences in his book trilogy, The Devil's Backbone: Ghost Stories from Texas Hill Country. His work, along with countless local accounts, provide a veritable field guide to the spirits. I'm just going to go over a couple of them because I think it's interesting that there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of different things people see there. So my favorite happens to be a spectral horseman.
Ooh.
I don't think he's headless, but I wish he was, because if he was, it would be like our own southern version of the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
But, maybe there can be a sci-fi movie made about, like, the Headless Horseman versus the spectral horseman of
Sci-fi?
Backbone. You know how sci-fi makes those cheap ghost movies?
Oh, I was thinking like the genre, not the...
No, it's the channel.
SYF. Yeah.
Where they make all those, like, Sharktopus versus your mom and stuff like that.
Sharktopus is crazy, but...
Well, I mean...
Is that actually one?
Yeah.
Sharktopus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll watch it.
And there's Werewolf.
Werewolf?
Half wolf, half whale.
That is so stupid. I've only seen Sharknado and others. Piranhas? The Piranha movie?
That's not a sci-fi movie.
Well,
I'm just saying.
So
anyways,
B movies.
Aside from the spectral horseman, you can hear the sounds of the hoofs, yada, yada, yada. And people have seen this horseman along the whole road of the background. The next one, as I've mentioned before, is the grieving woman and child. I feel like every area has a grieving woman ghost. Just stop being sad, ladies. Right?
Just smile.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just
Dang.
smile.
A pioneer woman is said to roam the ridge searching for her husband who was killed in a raid. A similar, more common story tells a woman carrying a baby, walking the road and crying out for her lost husband. So, instead of La Llorona looking for her kid, she's looking for her man. Oh. And then, of course,
your man.
Native American spirits. The ghost of a Native American rancher named Drago has been seen herding his cattle. A more menacing apparition is of a warrior who is said to leap onto the hoods of passing cars. That's cool. He's seen at the ridge. Drago's seen at the ridge. And then Warrior is actually who's the one that jumps on cars, was seen on Purgatory Road, the road that I've been to. Bum, bum, bum. There's a wolf spirit. The spirit in the form of a wolf that is said to be capable of possessing people. One detailed account involves a hiker who was possessed and began speaking about Indian massacres.
Massacres?
Yeah. So, he is seen in an area known as the Haunted Valley.
Alright.
Spanish monks. Apparitions of early Spanish monks have been reported, including a personal sighting by local historian Bert M. Wall at his window. These monks have been seen at ranches and isolated areas along the Backbone. This is interesting. A frightening figure that materializes directly on the hood of your car as you travel the road, sometimes causing drivers to swerve, is seen on Purgatory Road.
He's just like catching a ride. I imagine him like being on the hood, like all cunty and shit.
They didn't say it was a person. They said it was a frightening figure.
Sorry.
Which gay men do qualify that.
Yeah, terrifying.
This frightening figure.
You're frightening.
This frightening figure just appears on your car hood.
Oh, this is frightening.
Causing you to swerve.
This is frightening.
Dangerous curves ahead.
Oh, dangerous curves. Ew.
Anyways.
Dead ends.
Sometimes the jokes just, they have an ending. And then
sometimes you are the joke. All this. No.
What does NP stand for?
Nasty pig.
Oh.
My grandmother, she saw this and she was like, ah! Bald! 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 Balls! Boys, did you hear that?
It sounded like you're intimidating Miss Piggy.
Yeah, I know. But my grandmother saw this and she was like, what is that? What is that symbol? What is that logo? And I was like, what do you mean? It's a pig.
I just realized it was an NP.
It is, yeah. It's a little NP.
I thought it was just a pig's nose.
No, it's...
Now I see that it says NP. That's
cute. It's a gay-ass brand.
Yeah, love it.
Love.
Okay. This is the last one. Disembodied hoofbeats. The sound of a stampede of horses galloping through the night with no visible horses in sight. Could you imagine?
It's probably just like grinder notifications. That's kind of what it sounds like.
That's just like a hotspot on Sniffies.
It's like, oh,
and the
shit.
ranchers are like, what are all these?
They're like all in the field. Like they're like, I don't know. It made sense in my head, and I was trying to embody it.
Sometimes jokes don't land, and that's fine.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know how to drive a plane. Fly a plane. Fuck. I can't land a plane or jokes. That was okay.
Let's take a beat. Let's take a disembodied hoofbeat. Anyways, and those things are heard all through Devil's Backbone or wherever Wesley's at if it's the grinder notification. So, with that, I think that's fun. I think it's interesting. When I was researching this, a lot of people on Reddit were like, I've been on Devil's Backbone. None of that's ever happened to me. Blah. So, whatever. But I trust Mr. Hall. Mall was his last name?
Wall?
Wall. Hall Mall Wall.
Mr. Hall.
Mr. Wall. I trust him. And I want to look at that, though.
I trust him too.
Because maybe there's more cookies to that crumble, if you know what I mean. Anyways,
no.
That is all for New Braunfels, Tejas. Wesley,
Yes.
please take over from here as I drink my lean body,
Oh, your lean body.
orange
Your
creamsicle
lean,
flavored,
thick, fucking
40
beautiful
grams.
40 grams of protein body. Yeah, drink it.
I don't know what that's like.
She said, "No gag reflex." You hear that?
None to be found.
Yeah.
Missing persons.
Swallow.
Has anybody found my gag reflex? Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to start off with a little introduction. Okay, we're in Reddit.
Well, I won't interrupt yours like you did mine.
I never interrupt you. What are you talking
Rewind
about?
the tapes.
You know, that was me rewinding.
I got it.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story. Actually, when you were talking, I was like, wait, I'm going to see if there's like real encounters. And so then I pulled up Reddit. God bless. I'm like covering my face. I pulled up Reddit and then like the first one, I scrolled all the way down and it says edit because I can't reply to DMs that often. Any YouTube channel or podcaster who wants to use my story is hereby allowed to. Huh, okay, well, we got permission.
Perfect.
Oh, shit. So this happened to me a few years ago. I was visiting a friend's house in Houston River area. This is in New Orleans, Louisiana.
I was going to say, did you even
It's in New Orleans, Louisiana. Yeah. You're like, Houston?
Yeah.
New Orleans, Louisiana. That section of the river is pretty swampy, so we were frog hunting at night. That is so Louisiana. It was a full moon, so it made spotting the bullfrogs easier. Super tasty, by the way. Never eaten a Oh, I've had frog legs. Frog legs.
I think that's
Yeah.
only what you get. I don't think you eat anything else with a frog.
Yeah, because the rest is just like
Bone.
blubber.
Oh, excuse me.
Can you turn your sound off? You're interrupting my intro now. That was okay the way I said it. Anyway, we're wandering down. They spelled that wrong. Wandering down by the river bank when they heard a sound. All went quiet. Not even the crickets chirped. We heard dozens of frogs dive into the water. We knew then that something was very wrong. Then came a distant growl. Growl. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you suck.
I guess I found my gag reflex.
They're like, oh, really? Really?
I said, well, you want to stare?
Oh, it just turned bright red.
I know. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. They're your neighbors, not mine. Good luck.
I don't know who that is. I don't know this man. So all went quiet. Not even the crickets chirped. We heard dozens of frogs dive into the water. We knew then that something was very wrong. Then came a distant growl, something evil, from the other side of the river. We killed our Q-beams, spotlight, and watched in the direction of the sound. What I saw chilled me to the bone. It was a massive wolf with patchy black fur, yet no visible skin on its head. Only a skull. Why would you ruin it for the audience?
Sorry. Go ahead, keep going.
Only a skull with empty eyes. It appeared to be locked onto other prey, so we shut our lights off and watched for a moment. Looking back, it was really stupid to not flee right then. It ran back into the woods and started running down the river, and we decided to dip out and get as far away as possible. So what am I talking about today?
The Rougarou.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Rougarou. Fucking bitch. Anyways, where's your gag reflex? Oh, anyways, gag. Gag it. What?
Anyway.
Okay, so the Rougarou in New Orleans, Louisiana. Do you know the origin story of the Rougarou?
Yes, it's from France.
How do you become a Rougarou?
I don't remember. I've seen a documentary about like America's Most Haunted, and they talked about the Rougarou. Was it a spell?
So there are different ways that you can become a Rougarou. So the thing about French Canada, they came down the little river. It's not little, the little Mississippi, right?
I think so.
Yeah. They came down the river all the way down to New Orleans, and that's where they decided to settle. And New Orleans is highly influenced by the French, who are Catholic, the Native Americans, and the African slaves. So they kind of like created this culture.
It's called Creole.
What? Are you interrupting me? Why? Yeah. I don't know why. Anyways, so they kind of created this like combination of those three factors to create this culture. And so there is different ways that you can become a Rougarou. Mm-hmm. One way is with the ties to Catholicism is by not doing Lent or not participating in Lent. And if you continue to not participate in Lent for 7 years, then you will be, one, chased by a Rougarou. So they will be actively seeking you because you are not doing your Catholic duty to Lent or whatever the fuck it's called, and you're not doing your Catholic duty to do that, and so they're gonna chase you, and then after 7 years you become one yourself, and the only way to turn back into a human is to go back and find someone who is not doing their little Catholic side quest and lenting and shit like that, and to bite them or to scratch them, turn them into a Rougarou so that you can turn back. And you can't talk about it with anybody, because if you talk about it, you get turned back into one.
So. It's kind of like It Follows. You gotta pass it on.
Yeah, except it's not an STD and you're like a wolf man.
I mean, it wasn't an STD, it was a demon. But go ahead.
Demon STD.
Demon TD.
ST demon. Sexually transmitted demon. Yeah. Anyways, so that is one way. Other ways that you can turn into a Rougarou is from like witch or voodoo or something along those lines, where someone is actively like, I don't like that person, wolf person, you know? Mm-hmm. Do you know where the name origins of Rougarou is?
No, but I was watching a movie and his name was Rougarou and he was a werewolf.
What movie was that? It sounds terrible.
Wolf Cop.
Sounds really bad. Is it bad?
No, it's good.
Oh, okay, cool. So Rougarou, let me pull up.
Oh, so she doesn't even know.
No, Mother, I just don't know French. Did you know that?
Is the thick base of gumbo. Rougarou.
It is.
Rougarou.
Rougarou. Well, roux is like, it was originally loup, which is like lobo, like, you know, lupus, wolf. And then garou is like human or man, you know? So it used to be Rougarou, but then like over time, like when Creole language started to form and change,
The accent.
they started saying it with an R instead of an L. So it's Rougarou. Wow, isn't
Very
it
cool.
interesting?
Love it.
But yeah, so if you're ever in Louisiana, you know what? You're Catholic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you? Is you? Still? Are you doing Lent?
No.
How many years?
How many years have I not done Lent?
Huh?
How many years have I not done Lent?
Yeah.
Like 4.
She's got 3 years left. So, if you see her and she's a little extra hairy, I think you know exactly what she's been doing for the past 7 years.
Not shaving.
Yeah. Or, you know, your Catholic soul is transforming you. But yeah.
Well, we'll worry about the priest first before you worry about my... Which, by the way, I went to confession one time and I confessed that I didn't do Lent, and the guy was like, the priest was like, that's not a sin.
Oh.
So
So, I mean, he didn't tell you were going to turn into a wolf? Oh,
he didn't say that.
He was like, you're going to be big and hairy.
He's like, that's one. You have 6 more to go before you turn into a wolf, my child.
But, yeah. And, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, with those kind of stories and folklore, they always use it as like a little
Warning.
like a warning, like if you don't do this, then a Rougarou is gonna go over there and like pinch your toes or something.
What do they call
like
it?
that.
Cautionary
Tale.
Like all the other fairy tales.
Yeah. So that is the Rougarou of Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. Woo. Have you been to New Orleans? I've never been. I've always wanted to go. Have you had beignets? That's cool.
We'll have to go do a episode there.
That would be so fun because it's like so haunted over there, and there's so much like cool shit, and there's so many like cemeteries. I really want to go to a cemetery.
It's driving distance.
It is.
Both times I've been, I've driven.
It's not that far. I would love to.
It's like 7 hours, I think.
Yeah.
But well, anyways, what a thrilling, engaging episode of the Graveyard Guides podcast. Gravy babies, we hope that you enjoyed today's episode. Please leave us a like and a comment. Tell us what you think. Subscribe, share the videos, do all the stuff so the algorithm likes us. And maybe we'll start looking at our follower count and be like, our next goal is to get this many followers, and we'll do like a giveaway if we do.
Ooh.
But with all that said, we'll go ahead and close up the graveyard for today. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We're deciding to release these now bi-weekly because it helps us out. But we'll be back next time with the letter LMNO. Oh, it's magic, you know. Orgasm. Auto parts.
Ow!
Graveyard out, bitches.
Graveyard out, bitches.
That was cute.
I know I am.